Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Loan Officer Wealth Podcast. And today we have a very special guest with us today. Thank you so much for being here, Anish. It is wonderful to have you here, and you're coming to us all the way from the UK for today's episode.
Yeah, absolutely mental to this. So I'm excited to be on it. As I said before, when you reached out, I was like, has this guy got the wrong person? But obviously not, because you did verify it and said, yes, I actually want you on the podcast. So great. I'm chuffed to be on it. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, I think one of the insights for our listeners is that business fundamentals really don't change as you kind of go around the world and growing a healthy, strong mortgage business and all of the benefits that come with it are all built on the fundamentals. So let's get into how you're growing your mortgage business and some value here for our listeners.
Yeah, perfect. So my business is taken off to new levels just due to social media, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I literally post every day. Like a lot of people call me like a content beast because I don't stop posting. Not like one video a day. That's my thing, right? During the weekdays.
Yep.
And a lot of my content is branded the way I like now. So what I mean by that is, like, I think you heard my podcast on another show for Ash Borland. He's my coach in the UK. And before I was doing a lot of content like what other brokers like to do. And what I was seeing in honesty, and then it was just uncomfortable. I had like fancy videos, fancy music. And then you can see the way I am today. Probably your listeners can't see, but I'm just a normal guy, right? I don't like wear shirts, I don't wear suits. I'm just wearing a tracksuit, working from my office, all good. And that's what I wanted my content to come out like.
Right.
So my content now is a reflection of me. So when potential clients buy my services or come into my services, I literally sound the way I'm speaking to you now. The way I look on camera is the way I look when I do a Zoom call with everyone, and we just deliver the results. And people are trusting me just from my social media, and that's converting people into clients. And it's just gone from strength to strength to this.
That's amazing. So, do you find that people are like, do you ever get negative comments online, or have you ever had customers say to you, like, hey, I'd really prefer if you wore a shirt with a collar on it?
Oh, both. So, firstly, negative comments are everywhere. I'm not even gonna lie. Like at first, when I got my first few negative comments, I took it to heart. But then I just didn't care, because the truth is, like, for example, I had one guy on YouTube Shorts and he just wrote, "Oh, this is boring." But the truth is, he's not my ideal client. And secondly, he was probably looking at, like, I don't know, cats and dogs. And then this guy talking about mortgages comes up on his screen. So you just have to take it as a good hit. But also, I'm sort of thinking, well, if he's commented on my post, he's probably helping the algorithm push it up a little bit more as well. So yeah, like, it doesn't bother me, like, in terms of people giving me negative comments, but the positive outweighs the negative, you know,
Yeah,
that's the main
absolutely.
thing.
Now, daily content, Monday to Friday, that's a huge lift. And I know a lot of people listening to this will be like, there's no way I could come up with content every day of the week. I mean, some people struggle to come up with a weekly video. How do you come up with your content ideas?
So my brain doesn't stop moving, right? Because the way, like, my content is very short and it's raw. So, like, I don't edit it or anything. Like, only my YouTube videos, the new ones, I'm doing, are sort of edited. But like in terms of it's raw, like 10, 15 seconds. That's it. Like I can make one topic and make 30 pieces of content out of it.
Hmm.
Because everyone, from what I've found in my sort of target audience, people don't like 5 to 10 minute videos. Just like your podcast, you as you were saying, like 15 minutes max, you lose the attention span. So I just create short videos, and plus I think about who my target audience is, which is me. Like
Right.
if I saw a video for 4 minutes, I'll just turn it off. Whereas if I saw it for 15 seconds, I'll probably binge on like 20 videos, which will add to 4 minutes, if that makes sense. But yeah, like, and they're just questions that people ask me on a daily basis. So as soon as someone asks me a question, I've got it on my phone, literally write it down and then just answer it.
That's amazing. So I love that idea of the questions that you're getting. And then what we've had some clients do and what we do in our business is we keep a library. So when we
Yeah,
have somebody who comes in and asks a question, we keep it on a Google sheet organized by topic, and then we can send that back to people. So it helps your admin team and your staff also
yeah,
with answering all those questions. It's blog content. It's great for getting you ranked on Google, all types of benefits. to that. Now, do you have any specific software that you use or apps that you use on your phone in order to do your video editing?
Just one app, Big
Yep.
View. Big View. So it's like a
Okay, yep.
teleprompter basically. That's the only thing I record all my videos on,
Okay.
and literally everything's done through my mobile phone. So I would post it on TikTok, then that would link to Instagram, that would link to Facebook, and then Facebook. But there's another on YouTube, I can upload it from there, and then there's another like a UK group called Next Door, which is like a local neighborhood group. So like within 15 minutes, I can record a video and put it on all platforms.
That's amazing. And that's called Big View for our listeners.
Yeah,
VU
Big
at the
View.
end, right?
BIGVU, yeah.
Excellent. Okay, great. And then for your, you mentioned Facebook groups there. So are you taking your content and putting them in strategic groups locally, like local buy and sell groups, or is that a strategy for you?
I don't really, the truth is, my more like content just turning up every day so people know. So like going back a bit before, like, you know, like Anish Patel as the person that walks in the room, everyone thinks, oh, Anish Patel, he's a nice guy. But now because I'm on everyone's feed constantly, like once a day, like, oh, Anish Patel, the mortgage broker, right?
Right.
So I do post in local groups, and then I post in other groups where, you know, we're allowed to post in terms of like self-employed professional groups and stuff like that.
Yep.
You may not get the engagement. This is one thing what I tell everyone. You may not get the engagement, but there's so many lurkers out there that are viewing your stuff and eating it up that eventually they do convert into sales. So there's no strategic way of where I'm posting it. I'm just posting it on all platforms so everyone can see.
That's amazing. And do you do any keyword research after the fact or even ahead of time on the video content that you're doing to try and rank on Google and try and get search traffic?
The truth is, right now, no, nothing.
Okay.
Like literally, I've not got time to do it because right now it's just me and my cousin who works for me. So things have just in a year have gone to this level, and right now I'm just happy where I am. So I'm concentrating more on the YouTube stuff and doing keywords on there now. So creating slightly longer form content. So we're using a software called Camtasia,
Yep.
and a lot of my stuff is like mortgage show and tell. So you know, like I don't know how it works in America, but in the UK, a lot of like mortgage brokers will hide the mortgage lenders that they're gonna tell, like recommend to the clients. With me, I'm just like no bullshit, no filter. I'm like, these are the lenders. This is what's happening, you know. And they're like, oh, why are you telling me the lender? Why are you showing me the affordability calculator from the lender? And the reason why I say is, well, you've seen my Instagram, you've seen my social media, you know I'm the man that can do the job for you. So if you want the results, come to me. If not, just go on your own and good luck. And people are just like, oh wow, what's going on? Like, can I do it on my own? Then they get scared. And then to me, they all come through to me anyway, because either it's a client referral, which originally that's what my business was built on. But now like the social media thing is mad, because when I get a new client, for example, and they have a question, I'm like, oh, have a look at this video I've done on Instagram. Have a look at this YouTube video. And then they instantly just start following me, and it just happens from there.
That's fantastic. Now, you mentioned a major source of business for most mortgage professionals. Like if you've been in the business more than 3 years, chances are 75, maybe even more of that comes from past client referrals. So
Correct.
do you have a strategy in place for when you close a deal to get those people over on your social media? Do you ask for 5-star reviews? What does that process look like for your database marketing?
So right now, every person that I have an initial call with, like imagine me and you were having a client call, there's always a question that someone's got. And if they haven't got a question, if they've got a question I don't have a video on, I'll make the video. And then what I'll do is I'll save their number, go, look, check this video out. And then automatically when they see my Instagram page, 99% of the time they'll just start following me on
Right.
there. And then also like WhatsApp people, like I do online courses. So I literally did a first time buyer event, which was a month ago, and we had 85 people turn up.
Wow.
So yeah, and I've got another one in January, which I've not launched yet, but it's on self-employed mortgages. So
Okay.
every 3 months, I'm rolling out an online course because my thing is like creating an online brand.
Yep.
So I'm constantly doing things that educate people and building that trust as well, you know, at the same time.
Absolutely. And for all of our listeners, I hope that you just picked up that gem. Okay.
Yeah.
Those online courses, that education piece, each of the niches that you're going after. Think about people that are interested in a refinance, first-time home buyers. Think about
Right.
reverse mortgages. Think about the Homes for Heroes program that they have. It's incredible. And when you can be the person that has the course that people can get for free. You're established as an authority immediately because you made the course on it. They bond with you while they're going through the content and they see you as an expert. And at the end, all they want to do is work with you because you're the person that gave them all the information that they need about the specific topic.
100%. Also, what I do is like with clients, depending on their platform, because I get an idea of some people like Facebook only, the older generation like Facebook in the UK, the younger ones like Instagram. But if they're comfortable, I'm like, look, take a picture of your new home, tag me in it. So then all their followers can see it. I'm like, add me to your story. And then we always, when we send the mortgage offer out, we always ask for a Google review. That's like on the back of that email, always something goes out. So we're always looking for, I would like to get exposure. So even on the first time buyer events, I was like, can everyone just take a picture if you enjoyed the event? Because I'm a big social media advocate, and post it on your stories if you found value in it. And then loads of people posted it, and then more people follow you because they see it on the stories. So yeah, try everything basically.
Absolutely. Well, that organic reach of using the people that you're interacting with, not using, that's the wrong word, but leveraging those relationships that they have, because typically somebody who's buying a house or that's in the market will know two or three other people that are also in the market right now. And same thing, we just went through a massive refinance boom. And chances are, if somebody sees somebody posting about a refinance, they'll reach out with a DM and be like, hey, did you use Anish for the refi? Was it a good experience? Yes, I did. It was amazing. And then voila, the referral comes. But the catalyst to the referral is the social media post, is their social media content that's tagging your brand, which most people in the mortgage space are missing completely.
Really? What, in the US it's not a big thing?
Well, we're doing our best to make sure that people are coming up on social media and understanding the power of connecting with their customers and getting them to talk about their businesses online. But it's some people love it, some people don't. But we're trying to get the market to.
It's free marketing. It's mad not to do it.
That's right. So outside of that, and Anish, thank you for being so generous with the information today.
No problem.
What other interesting things are you seeing results from as far as referral marketing? Are you working with realtors to get referrals? What does that part of your business look like?
So in the UK, me personally, I don't really work with estate agents, so realtors, as you call them. I just find I'm too busy. Like a lot of my meetings get booked up 24/7, and what realtors want is they want to call you straight away and be like, can this client verify for a mortgage, blah blah blah. It's just, what I find is a bit of a waste of my time. So I basically scrap that. I work with accountants, so I've got a few accountants that refer to me because, for example, I'm not sure how it works in the US once again, but for self-employed mortgages, a lot of self-employed people love having the cash but not paying the tax on it, so technically they don't earn it, right? So I'm there to like guide them, say, no, look, you might have great amount of money, but if you've not paid the tax, you can't get the mortgage. So we work with a lot of accountants and help clients like in a 2-year process to make sure that when it's their time to get the mortgage, that they're ready and there's no disappointment. So mainly it's accountants, but my main source of business is actually just social media and client referrals.
Yep. That is so valuable for people that are looking for a direct to market strategy that can really build over time. Now, those accountants, so if you identify them as a target audience that you're looking at going after, are you doing social media content on your core social media channels for accountants, teaching them like strategies that they can teach their clients?
Yeah, so it's not really teaching them. Like when I speak to accountants, some accountants already know how it works, right? Because in the UK, a lot of accountants just want to save the client loads of money, which is great. But then like £5,000 in tax savings could mean like 40, £50,000 in a mortgage loan. So what's easier to get, like pay the tax and get the loan, or get the shortfall? It's difficult. No one can come up with that money. So I do advise accountants on this is what they should be doing, but I mainly speak to the client because the client's the one going to be paying the tax, right? So what I normally do is look, speak to your accountant, see what is the highest level of income you can sort of declare, or what's the tax return going to look like, and then let's work off that because they're the true figures, right? And then we'll go back to them and say, look, this is how much you can borrow as of today. Then we'll maybe like, look, it doesn't work. Then we're all right, fine, but we've got to work towards the next tax return then. So I'm working with them throughout the process, but keeping a constant line of communication, because as soon as you lose that communication, that's it. They will maybe use someone else, you never know.
That's very helpful. Well, Anish, again, thank you for being so generous with your time today. We're going to have all of your social media information in the footnotes of the show. But would you mind giving your website a shout out so that people can look you up and say thank you?
Yeah, of course. It's www.anishmortgages.uk. So have a look. It's pretty basic, but it just fits in with my brand. Just nice, short, sweet, simple, and to the point. No bullshit.
That's fantastic. Well, Anish, thank you again for being on the show and giving us your valuable time. And to all of our listeners, don't forget to head on over to iTunes, hit that 5-star review button, and leave us a 5-star review so that we can get more incredible guests like Anish on the show.
Thanks for
Again,
having me.
thanks so much.
Cheers.
Hey, it's Chris Johnstone. Thanks for listening to another episode of the Loan Officer Wealth Podcast. I hope that you loved it and got incredible value from it. Right now, it's time to head on over to iTunes and leave your 5-star review if you enjoyed this episode. When you do, you will be entered into our monthly draw to receive an Amazon gift card. So go ahead, leave that review today. It also helps us attract top talent and really get incredible interviews lined up for you so that we can share even more value for you. Now, for the show notes and for all of the resources that were mentioned in this episode, you can head on over to loanofficerwealth.com. That's loanofficerwealth.com. You get access to all the show notes from all the episodes, all the past episodes, get notified of new episodes when they drop, and we've also got some very special bonuses for you over on that page when you opt in. So head on over and opt in today, and we look forward to sharing the next episode of the Loan Officer Wealth Podcast with you soon.